Now, previously we uploaded footage from this video that was put on YouTube. Since then, we've managed to find some other footage. Now, this footage is from dramatic footage of school bus caught up in Manhattan truck attack. Now, these events are all the pig in same. You got a beginning, you got a middle, and you got an end. And that makes up a story. Real life, we have a beginning, a middle, and then we don't have an end until sometime later, maybe a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, 2 years later, whatever. Also, with these events, every pig in time, there are specialist cameramen on site. How do they get there so quickly? Huh? I think it was wasn't it Fort Lauderdale Airport where the cameraman was actually pegging scene before the so-called gunman shot off his gun. Okay, it's pegging staged. No, I want to go over this and another one that I found.
Oh my God.
Okay, here he is.
Hey, can you call 911?
Now, in the other one, sorry about this, but in the other one, I believe that this man being close to that door may have been the driver.
Oh my God.
See? I mean, it looks as though he just he skirted the door, so, you know, as we say, we thought he may be the driver, but he turns out not to be.
Hey, can you call 911? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I need an ambulance right here.
Now then, we've discovered that they put way off into the background here 2 lads. As we said before, there's no screaming. There's no screaming. There's no panic by any of the children that was supposed to be on the bus. They've only got 2 pigging children. Okay, and I'd like to drop this footage and go to the next piece of footage on this and how despicable secular governments remain. Okay.
It's extraordinary video of the terror attack as it happened.
Oh my God. Are you okay?
Right. You got 2 what we would call, well, secularism calls autistic children. They're not bothered. They would be screaming and panicking, etc. Okay? As they do. It's the natural course of things.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Sebastian
Hang on. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay. Let's go on.
Subject was picking up his child from school when it happened.
Can you call 911?
Very unnerving because you didn't know if this was like the beginning or the second wave was coming or if there's still somebody on the loose.
He didn't comprehend the full impact on the school bus until he walked to the other side.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I need an ambulance right here.
No, you don't. You need acting skills. You've just overacted. As we said from the beginning, cameramen are on site. That was very quick of them. Okay. There's certain lighting positions that are available.
Oh my God. Are you okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sebastian's subject was picking up his child from school when it happened.
Can you call 911?
Very unnerving because you didn't know if this was like the beginning or if the second wave was coming or if there's still somebody on the loose.
He didn't comprehend the full impact on the school bus until he walked to the other side.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I need an ambulance right here.
I saw a poor kid, he'd flown through the bus, and apparently his head went through the window, and that's why the window was broken. He was on top of another child. I saw a girl in the wheel well,
Really?
motionless. There was, human debris.
Really? Hey? So this here is a girl in the wheel well. Oh, the sheep are shouting. Oh, look at that, how tragic. You puddings. It's a piece of pink material. That's all it is. Have you no eyes to see? Oh, come on. I mean, what a frigging generation this is. We're supposed to be more technically minded, more aware of our surroundings and the way things run. And yet people bragging about that will say that this, because the media says it, is a person. What pigging next? Huh? And that lad didn't go through the frigging window and come on top of another. That is clearly seen here.
Oh.
See the light on the
I need
professional
an ambulance
camera.
right here.
I saw the poor kid. He'd flown through the bus, and apparently his head went through the window, and that's
Oh, you saw him fly through the bus and his head went through the window, okay?
why the window was broken. He was on top of another child.
Oh, he's on top of another child.
Why the window was broken. He was on top of another child. I saw a girl in the wheel well.
Okay, sorry about this, but there's so much lies coming from this chap, we're going to have to keep coming back. First of all, he's saying that he saw, that's what he's saying, he saw a child fly through the bus and land on top of another child and his head went through the window. Okay? Well, we've seen a child sitting opposite to another child, so what?
His head went through the window, and that's why the window was broken. He was on top of...
Right, the window's broken. So somebody's got a file and filed down the pigging window, have they? Huh? This part of the pigging window. Another matter was the blood and the bruising and the pain and the anguish. And the glass. Eh? And let's go back to the pigging beginning here and see something. Because this ding-dong, like the pigging rest of them, are showing that they are totally secular. That there's no humanity with these persons, these crisis actors. How did they get rid of their humanity?
Sebastian Sutton
Sorry?
attack as it happened.
Oh my God. Are you okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sebastian Subcheck was
Look at
picking
him
up his
now.
child from school when it happened.
Can you call 911?
Very
Right.
unnerving, because you didn't know if this was like the beginning or the second wave was coming, or if there's still somebody on the loose.
He didn't comprehend the full impact on his
See, he's walking past the open door. Alright? What would you or I have done? He's just walked past, remember, 2 disabled children. Okay? He knows they're there. If this was real life, you and I would have climbed aboard the bus and tended to those children, because we've got humanity. But you see, in crisis acting, there's no humanity. You see, this is a one world order theme. Okay? This is the element that those who believe, quite rightly, in a one world government being pushed upon us, that one world government, the aspect of humanity has been removed. You see, they're teaching us by this fella and other fellas and women that have been in these events, that have walked past persons on the ground, persons in situations where if it was real, they would have attended to them. But in this new world setup, your humanity goes. We are taught rather, to have empathy, not humanity, empathy. We're trying to be modelled by the governments of the world, as robots to be fashioned. We must do this, we must do that, we must do the other. All in line. And the sheeple, sadly, get in line. All those sheep get in line. So this man here is not ashamed, he's got no regret that he didn't attend to those two lads. Thirdly, or secondly, or fourthly, whatever. Okay, we go on and we see something else.
On the loose.
He didn't comprehend the full impact on the school bus until he walked to the other side.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay, I need an ambulance right here.
I saw a poor kid. He'd flown through the bus, and apparently his head went through the window, and that's why the window was broken. He was on top of another child.
Look at all the blood.
Wheel well, motionless. There was, human debris all over the bus. It was really very sad.
2 kids and 1 adult were passengers on the school bus when it was deliberately T-boned by the terrorists. Everyone suffered injuries, including the bus driver, who is being praised today.
You tell me something, because I'd like to pig in now. In both these footage that we have, there's been no bus driver in the bus. There's only been 2 children. Oh dear. So now they've got a bus driver. That's why I thought he was a bus driver at first, because there's no bus driver to be seen. And being as he was next to the open door, I took it on a loose basis that he might have been the driver. But here he is. Okay.
Today.
I just feel sorry for the driver. The driver
Really?
was obviously hurt. He was trying to do his best.
And did you go on the bus with the door open and tend to the driver? No. So all you're saying is scripted for this nice new one world secular order in which humanity is stripped of its humanity, to become subservient to the state and not to act except upon the lines of the state. Now, we've got silly girls and silly boys all over the place, don't we? I mean, we could put our fingers down our picking throats at them, who, if you sneeze, they panic, scream, shout. Silly little girls, silly little boys. And they've got to be moulded and fashioned to a new world order. In order for the new world order, so the creators of it, the new Jerusalem as it were, can fit in. But it never will work, because human beings are human beings. We're individuals.
Save those kids.
In this photo,
Oh,
you see
look
the
at
driver.
that. Elton John. Hey, Elton John. Hey? Can you feel the love tonight? That's where you are. Hey? I like this fella here. He's in pain. He's off to the hospital. Alright. I'm going to check something in a minute. He's off to the hospital. He's on his phone. Hello, dear. Hello, where are you? Well, I'm on a gurney. Got a little lad with me. You know what I mean? Called Elton John by the looks of it. And what's for tea? Where are you on a gurney? Oh, well, I just sort of had an accident with my bus. Oh, really? Oh, hang on a minute.